Here we have a ham, and we know it's Parma ham because it has a nice crown on it. How should we store it? There are different procedures for hams, with and without the bone. Parma ham on the bone can be kept just as it is, in a cool place that is not too dry, and well away from sunlight, of course. Apart from anything else, it can be a wonderful piece of decoration, like this. On the bone ham, if stored in the right conditions, will keep well for a long time, even beyond 12 months, continuing its slow maturing. Once on the bone ham has been started, that is, the first slices have been cut from it, it must be kept in a refrigerated environment, at a temperature no higher than 10 degrees, following the same procedure as for a deboned ham. Deboned Parma ham will always reach you protected by a plastic wrapping, vacuum packed. We keep the ham intact in its packaging until it is time to use it, and we store it in the fridge at a temperature no higher than 10 degrees. It is not a good idea to freeze it. As long as the ham is vacuum packed and refrigerated, it keeps without a problem for a very long time, even beyond 6 months. For this reason, it is a good idea to check that the wrapping has not been punctured and the vacuum lost. How should the ham be stored once the protective plastic has been removed? The ham which is no longer vacuum packed should continue to be kept refrigerated at a temperature no higher than 10 degrees. But now the storage times are decidedly shorter. We must remember that Parma ham is one of the few hams that is 100% natural, without preservatives, which is why it is better to consume it promptly. I recommend not to exceed 7 to 8 weeks. Over a working day, when the ham is used several times, you can simply put it back into the refrigerated counter display as it is. Instead, at the end of the day, or if the ham is not going to be used for a long time, it is a good idea to cover the cut end with a spotless dish towel, or cling film, or tin foil, so as to protect the surfaces not covered in rind. Here I must add something important. In view of the fact that Parma ham is gluten-free, it is essential to avoid direct or indirect contact with other cold meats or any other foodstuffs that might contaminate it with gluten. A useful tip to answer the needs of celiac customers. Pre-sliced Parma ham, packed in trays in a modified atmosphere, must be kept in the fridge and will last from a minimum of 25 days to a maximum of 120 days. This depends on the maturation and packaging technique used. In fact, even when packed in a tray, Parma ham, unlike other hams, is 100% natural. Last but not least, the slices of ham you have made for your customers, wrapped in paper like this, should be kept in the fridge and consumed within 2 to 3 days.